All right, we're here using the Kleki paint tool today, and today I'm going to show you how to make this drip effect by using layers and then duplicating your layers so that you save a lot of work. So we're going to start with the brush tool. Oh, let me back up. Let's start with a new surface because yours probably is white like this one, and we want it to be transparent. So right over here by the word Kleki, click that white square and then select the checker square that's transparent, and then we can get started. We're going to use our brush, and I have mine set around 40. I guess it's at 41. So I'm just going to draw some wavy drippy lines. You can make it as wavy and drippy as you want to, but I'm going to go across the top and close it in on the side. So I've got a closed in shape here, and you remember when we had a closed in shape, we can use the paint bucket tool to fill it in. And I'm going to use this grow selection tool and then fill it in one more time. So I don't have to go back and redo anything. I just use the tools to help solve my problem. So then I'm going to use the layers, and right underneath the word layers is this square with a plus sign in it. I'm going to click that to duplicate the layer. So on layer 1 copy, it's the one that's highlighted now, I'm going to go back to the paint bucket tool, click fill, and then I'm going to use a much lighter color and fill that in right on top. Now it doesn't look like we have two layers right now because they're exactly in the same place. So we need to edit one of the layers so that they're not directly on top of each other. So we click the word edit and then transform, and now I can move this up, and I've got two layers that are pretty much the same thing, but I didn't have to do twice the work. So then you can go back to the Layers tab and click Duplicate again. So then you can bring in your color, click Fill, and I think I might do like a magenta color for this one, and we'll fill that one in. Then we go back to Layers, Edit, Transform, and then you can move this one down or up, either one. I can make this a little bit bigger or a little bit lower, and I'll say okay to that. And then, but that doesn't look right. So I'll have to adjust the order that they're in, and I bring the pink one down. So you can also modify this a little bit by adding kind of a shadow. And so we'll use the brush tool, and then this is sketchy, but this one is blend. So I'll use a little bit darker version of this color. My size is going to come down a little bit, opacity down a little bit more, blending, that's good. So then I'll just make like a little shadow underneath parts of these curves so it looks like the drips above it are like causing a shadow, like they're thick enough to cause a shadow. You can be sure that you're not going to cover up the other color because that's on a different layer. So try to add 6 or 7 layers to your drip technique, and then add some details like highlights or shadows. So we could do the same thing by adding a highlight over here. Maybe we need to make our highlight a little bit bigger, but we can just then make our size smaller and then add a little bit brighter speck on it. So that kind of gives it that little drip looking. Now I do see that I need to do a little bit of touch up here with my drip, with my shadow. I kind of went over that a little bit, and I might have went over a little bit here with my highlight. So just clean that up a little bit and have a lot of fun with it. Download it with the blue arrow up here to turn it in.